Now let's look at his work in Pisa Cathedral. And it's a mosaic, which is sort of rare for the stuff that survives from him. We typically tend to look at paintings by Cimabue. But you can get a feel for his mastery, right, of the old style. This is Christ enthroned, again with John and Mary, and he's holding a book that says ego lux sum, and then it looks like it says moody, and this is a little tidbit that will be helpful to you if you're ever trying to decipher inscriptions and stuff in art. That you see there's what's called an overline or a vinculum on the U, so M-U-D-I. What it actually says is ego lux sum mundi. But there's an N missing because they had to squish it into this book in the art, right? And so this is sometimes what's called when it gets done to famous names from the Bible, it's called a nomen sacrum, a sacred name, which gets compressed with this overline. In this case, it's just an abbreviation of the word mundi, of the world. But that's something to know if you ever see something, you have some Latin, but you can't understand what's being written on a painting or so forth. That's part of the way to unpack it. And then under him, at the hem of his robe, you have a line in Latin from Psalm 90 or 91, depending on the numberings you use. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. And so this is kind of Cimabue showing his mastery of the old forms. And again, with much greater detail, the folds of Christ's robe are pretty amazing. And that the sort of drapery and clothing is going to become really important as artists start to bring figures to life. And you can see his attention to those details in this incredible mosaic. But you can also, again, see that he was not just like messing with things, just because he had a contempt for tradition. He had an incredible grasp of tradition, but he was also starting to push at the edges of what the Byzantine style can do.